And basically someone on one of the Facebook groups I'm in posted a few pictures of some very high class Pinoy, I believe is how you pronounce them, angelfish. Now I've actually seen these angelfish at my local fish store, World Underwater, quite a few times. And I've always wanted them, but I never really had that drive to go, okay, I really want to get one. But since I saw these, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to get at least a pair, or at least try to get a pair. So if I actually manage to grab me a pair, or most likely what I'll end up happening is I'll end up getting some smalls, and I'll just grow them out to basically how big Bug and Sun is. But yeah, that'll be the next thing I want to try spawning is that type of an angelfish. So I need a tank for them, and I got this place here. Basically, I got all the parts in my room except one part already filled up with a tank, and that's going to be right here again. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with my computer because initially when I had a tank on here, my computer was relatively thin, so I could easily stick it underneath here without any problems whatsoever. But since it got a lot more fatter due to me having a third-party aftermarket cooler, which you really cannot see. Basically, I got myself a actual Cooler Master Evo something CPU cooler, basically a big old CPU cooler. So that's why this thing's a lot thicker than it normally is. So I'm going to shut my computer down and figure out what exactly I'm going to do with this thing. So yeah, I'm not going to record any of that stuff because it is more dedicated to my fish. So yeah. Alright, so I got the tank set up. I got the computer back down on the carpet again. And I had to use a hacksaw, a literal motorized hacksaw to actually cut this hole out. That is because the LEDs I'm using is this. This used to be a waterproof LED strip, but I accidentally broke the glass housing that these came in. So I had to practically just cut a little hole here, and of course I'm actually going to just use some clear tape. I'm just going to cover this area up so it can be more or less waterproof, and then I'll just basically stick these LEDs just like so, and I'll just have them hot glued on, and they'll light up this whole tank. So yeah, I'm going to come back when I get everything here figured out. Alright, and with that I got the LED strip figured out. I just have a simple sheet of, well, not a simple sheet, but I have simple clear tape, basically bridging the gap between the lid and the water, and I have duct tape holding the actual clear tape down to have some form of water resistance. And relatively speaking, this light will do its job. And of course, basically, you can more or less see what it looks like. So the LEDs do have a blue tint to them. So when I get these angelfish, it'll probably show the blues up a little bit more with the LEDs I'm using. But in the end, it's the only other LEDs I actually have that I could use inside this, that I can use for this tank. So I'm just going to let this tank sit for about a week or so, and hopefully by next week sometime I should have the angelfish, or at least one.